Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi, and I'm here to do the new moon in Sagittarius reading for the sign of Taurus. Now Taurus, there's always one, and thus far you have been the one. You've got 2 crowning cards, or the overview, and you also got 2 message cards. So let's just take a moment and think about this new moon in Sagittarius. You know, the new moon is the end of one cycle and a beginning of a new 28-day cycle. Sagittarius is optimistic, adventurous, and they have the ability, or we can use this Sagittarius energy to approach whatever we're dealing with, good, bad, or indifferent, from an adventurous, optimistic point of view. Or that's how we're going to approach it. So, interesting enough, you got 2 crowning cards, which is interesting, good, I think, in a sense that this new moon, there's a sense of rebirth. At this new moon, there's also a spiritual awakening. So, Taurus, for you, this is about rebirth and spiritual awakening. So, let's just take a look at the rebirth. Now, this is the earth chakra. This is right underneath the root chakra. This is underground. This is the substance that keeps that root chakra supported. And this is also about a powerful awakening. It's also part of a healing process. Now, nothing lasts forever. Things begin and end, which is apropos for this new moon. So there's a sense of divine knowing when it's time to move on and create, and then there's a time to be still. So something in your life is ending, and something very positive is awakening in you. And what is that? Now, it's time to let go of anything that does not support you or serve you. And at this point, as you open up, receive new energies, what's being offered to you at this time? So this card is universal, the light of your soul and the universe, and it brings about a positive change and experiences. So new seeds of new opportunities, and this is the time to plant those seeds and nurture them at this new moon in Sag. So this is about the rebirth of your new adventure that is waiting for you. Now, maybe you've been waiting patiently for a change or something new to begin, but hey, nothing like the present. Start something new and embark on a project that you've been pondering about for a while. Now is the time. This new moon, use that energy and be sure to embrace this opportunity. Enjoy the energy. Now, spiritual awakening. Like I said, you got 2 crowning cards. So, what's going on here? So, this is about, more or less, hearts are opening and expanding. Experience a deeper sense of love and wisdom, and even if this is love for yourself, because remember now, this is the crown chakra. So with that, let's just take a step back and look at this earth chakra. If you can, go out in nature. If it's going to the woods, going to the ocean, going to the park, put your back against a tree, put your feet in water, depending on the temperature where you live, whatever you could do. You know, it's good to just, even if it's cold, go to the park and take a walk. Get out into nature. Breathe. This crown chakra, this is about drinking some good, clear water, because you want your thoughts and things to be clear. You know, this is your foundation and your crown. So do that. And tap into that wisdom. Your awareness is expanding. This is what this is like, having that epiphany. Your awareness is expanding. You're being asked to let go of anything that's stopping you from experiencing this deep connection at this particular time. So discard old beliefs and bring new ones that support your growth. All good things take time, so be patient with yourself. This is a process. You know, it's not something that's going to happen one day, but you may get a little inkling on things to start. So I encourage you to make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Clean water. Now, maybe you've asked a question and you're requiring some clarity on some area of your life as a big connection to your spiritual growth. Oh, excuse me. No, this is letting you know the answers are within you. So getting grounded, having that rebirth and having that spiritual epiphany, that's what's in store for you at this. That's your message at this new moon in Sag. This is your adventure. What are you moving forward to? So let's see how these cards support that for you. Now, here I have the enslaved prisoner. So basically, this is saying maybe you just need to take, I'm going to read this as you may need to take a rest. And if you can notice, I don't know if you can see, like he's looking up. What is it? Look to the hills for which cometh your strength. So this is also a meditative state. These shackles are your thoughts and things that only can be released through that meditative state, which is good, being that you pulled this crown chakra card, spiritual awakening. It may be a good time to find some form of meditation. Now, there's all different type. Some people aren't there just to sit and be quiet. Maybe it's yoga, or just doing stretching and breathing exercises that could help you calm and be in a state of awakening. Because if you look in the background, you see the blue sky, the sun is like sort of like this is like a nice sky. It's like that air to open your mind. These are the shackles around your mind. So if we just take the time to meditate, and some things will be made aware to you at this time. So those shackles, what are they? What's on your mind? This is the Nine of Swords. Do you see this big anvil? It's like hanging over you, all these blades. Were you worrying about this? Is it a relationship? Is it your kids, the job, blah, blah, blah. Whole lot of stuff. Or is there here a sense of apprehension? Is there a sense of mourning? Or are you some crisis or pain? Or maybe there was a breakup in a relationship. At this new moon, this time, maybe to celebrate all that, because those are things that cultivate you. Those are the things that may help ground you, re-ground you for this rebirth. Good, bad, or indifferent, things are experiences. There's a saying, there's no such thing as good or bad, it just is. We're taught that things are bad instead of something that we just experience. And what I'm seeing here with this enslaved prisoner, which is similar to the hangman, this is the time to hang back maybe and just meditate. Focus on your strengths. Focus on your foundation. Focus on things in life that you really just should be grateful for, instead of the things that wear you down. Oh, he broke up with me. I got this bill. This is stuff you're going to have all the time. So maybe instead of focusing on all this stuff that just can make you ill, focus on the things that bring joy and happiness into your life. Now, you got 2 message cards, Taurus. 2. Now, the first one that you got here is the 3 of Pentacles. Look at that. Isn't that something, this new moon? Watering, planting new seeds, new growth, new. It's time to get this party started and do something new. So, if you see there's something excuse me. Let's see, where is it? You see? If you can see, like, little things are starting to, that root, This is you planting those seeds. You see they're starting to sprout? That's you nurturing yourself. Nurture yourself so things can start to sprout. You see that? See that? Those were the seeds. It's like 1, 2, 3 little seeds there start to sprout. Well, those are seeds you need to start planting and nurturing to help build yourself up at this particular time. And 3, particularly, which is an active number, and being that it's a pentacle, brings a powerful expansion and positive outcome where perseverance is repaid. So this is about persevering through whatever the heck you allowing yourself to feel overwhelmed with. And so instead of I shouldn't say whining and crying, allowing yourself to stay up all night being anxious and worried, use this time to meditate on the positive things in your life right now, because you really do have a lot. You see all these swords, everything you got to worry about, you can find something positive. Okay, you got a bill, but you got a job, or you got Social Security, or you got family, or you got you were in a bad relationship, but you got a great family. You find something to substitute each of these blades for with something good, because they're out there. And then nurture them. That's what you need to nurture. And the message here is just persevere without hesitation towards that in which you are placing all your physical and economic reserves without letting anyone trample on your harvest. You running the show. Nurture your dreams. Nurture yourself. And maybe that's what this really is. This is more of an inside job for you. Excuse me. Maybe you're looking at all these things because things you've been doing for other people that you just need to do for yourself. You know, it's like, I think about like being in a relationship. You know, you get all consumed with this relationship and you lose yourself in it. Now it's about time you do you. Do you. Now the next message card, the 9 of Wands. This is about victory, triumph. You know, let's get this party started quickly. You see, it's like the crowd is roaring. It's like you're coming down the aisle there. They're like, yeah, Taurus, yeah. It's like everyone is celebrating you. People are celebrating you. There's a celebration here. And with that celebration, you know, just be bold. And with complete awareness of your gifts and your energy, but control your desires and your expectations that may cause a silly mistake, because, you know, the crowd is cheering you. You're feeling triumphant and all this other stuff. So don't get too much in your head, you know, getting all fired up, because, you know, Wands, that's fire. Don't let yourself get all fired up. You know, there's that going back and nurturing yourself and nurturing your dreams. Don't get too much in your head, but realize that you can be victorious as long as you're nurturing yourself and being mindful of your resources. You know, even if you're sharing your resources with others, I mean, the two of these cards together remind me of, what is that? The 6 of Earth. Whereas it's just a sense of being frugal. And with this earth and this fire, this is being frugal not only with your resources, your emotions, your passions. These are things you need to put into yourself instead of dealing with other people and their drama. Let them go. You know, new birth, new cycle, new 28 days. Do you in this 28 days. Now, you know I love the trees. And what I got here is the mulberry tree. It says insight. Undermining influences destroy themselves by destroying their hosts. Good times and good fortune now return. That's why there's a celebration, because you're going to be nurturing yourself. You're going to get that insight to have that spiritual awakening and that rebirth. So that during this, instead of worrying about all these things, you're going to be in a meditative state, or be prayerful and nurture yourself and celebrate you. If no one else is celebrating you, maybe you just need to celebrate yourself. And I'm just saying, somebody must have needed to hear that. Celebrate yourself. And then there's a certain that insight is that awakening. That's that awakening. There's a rebirth and awakening. They're intertwined here. Your foundation and your crown. Whew, I think this is really beautiful. Good things are returning. So, hey, it was the end of a relationship, an end of a job, your kids getting on your nerves, car broke down. I mean, you could think about all these things that have happened, because really this is like, we're looking at the ebb and flow of life. So are we just going to get all caught up in that? Are we going to nurture the good things and celebrate what we have and realize there's more to come? Insight. So I pulled an oracle card, and I think this is really kind of beautiful here. It's the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. This is worrying about mundane stuff. I'm not going to say I'm not minimizing anything, because we all have kids, we have jobs, relationships, and they play a large part in our lives. But sometimes it's just about looking at the bigger picture. So, with that said here, go beyond your limitations and believe. Believe, have that spiritual awakening and that rebirth. Believe in the impossible. It's like, remember, like wishing on a star or whatever? Hey. This is a beautiful card. This energy is connecting you with the cosmos. And when you look at how this card is, that you got that connection. You see how it's just the light of God is coming through to you. It's like, are you listening to the messages? The light of God is coming through. And here, the Stargazer, he connects that energy and reminds us that you have the ability and the support of the universe. I think that is so beautiful. So look past where you're at right now and create a bigger dream, a bigger vision, a bigger goal, because the power and the help of the cosmos, those wishes can come true. And so we're going to turn those wishes into what you want. What seeds are you going to nurture at this new moon with that sense of adventure, that sense of optimism? What are you setting your sights on? It's like, this is like saying you're on the verge of a miracle, but you got to get out of your own head. Change all these things into positive thoughts so that you can change the vibration that you're in. And at this perfect new moon with Sag being optimistic, this is the perfect time to do that. So set your sights higher, because you're talented and you have the strength, you have the ability you need to turn whatever dreams and wishes you have into reality. You could do it. So this is about nurturing new seeds here. This is beautiful. This is Taurus. I hope that you have the best new moon phase. Remember, this is the start of something new. Let's say, what's that song? Let's get it started. Ha! That's how let's get it started, Taurus. It's all about you. All right? So please like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment below. And if you have subscribed, resubscribe, because I don't really know what's going on necessarily with YouTube. But like, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.